Hi guys, this is Yuliana and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's dedicated to photography, and if you like different tricks and hacks and creative ideas, so this is definitely a place for you. So make sure to like this video if you like it and subscribe. So in this video I want to take you to one of my locations that I did recently, and I just want to walk you through the process, how I scout my location and just how I work, so perhaps you'll get inspired and get something interesting and useful. So the first location I scout, it was literally just a cluster of palm trees, and whenever I was passing by it, I thought that it can be such a great location, and it's just trees on the side of the road. So, but what I like about that is just the texture in the trunk of the tree and also the palm leaves, and I thought it will look very cool in the shot. So for my model Jillian, I chose a nice light outfit that I thought looks very well with the overall vibe of the palm trees, because I was thinking kind of more vacation, kind of Miami, that type of. Also, while I was taking the picture, I was making sure that nothing else actually come into the shot. So it will just not break the idea that she's somewhere in the nature. And I want to mention very fast, what comes to weather as well, I chose the day that it was cloudy, because if you do nature photography, you know that clouds, if you do photography outside, I mean for portraiture, you know the clouds is like nature's diffuser, so it will be really well to, you know, not having that harsh shadows on the face. So even though sun came up later on this shoot, you will see that this time the portraits came out very nice and soft, and I didn't have to deal with all that shadows, unnecessary shadows. Also need to mention that I didn't use any reflectors or flash. For the reason is because that was just me and my model, and I didn't really have anyone to assist me. So that would be awesome if I would be able to actually use reflector, would be cool, but I think even without it, that first set turned out very well. So then I had my model to change, and we moved to our second location that I have in mind. Unfortunately, it didn't really work, so we moved out quite fast from there, and then I get to the bushes. So the bush I spotted also before, because I intend to scout my location before the photo shoots. And what I really like, that texture is just kind of nice leaves and lots of flowers, and I had the idea to kind of dip the model into the kind of immerse her into the bush. So first we tried with one outfit, and I'll put those pictures on my Instagram, so you can follow me to see those. And then I felt like I want to see like more open skin, so kind of see the leaves, again the skin. And so my model changed to the red dress, and we had a very successful set there as well. I really liked it, especially that the whole location, it was under the trees, so again there was no shadows, and it turned out very well. Like even straight out of camera, it looked very good. And also want to mention, for the close shot, I actually take one branch of the bush and I put her under the Jillian's hair, so I would have the flower just next to her face. So get that feel that the bush kind of hugs her and surrounding her, and I thought that pictures turned out very well. So then we moved out to our third location. Actually, I want to mention this whole location was within 1 to 3 minutes one from another. Just go into your neighborhood and scout, you will be surprised how many awesome, cool, you know, backgrounds you might discover. Okay, so the third location was actually, it's an abandoned garden. Actually, it's very cool. I think it's an abandoned garden because you can see that someone was cared for this, but now it's all out of control. And it's super cool. It just looks like a jungle. There's insane amount of cool spots to shoot at. So first I found that, I think it's like I don't think it's fountain, it's probably to feed the bird or maybe for flowers, I don't know. So I get Jillian to pose there. The minus was that because there are so many trees, it was quite dark. And unfortunately, I didn't have reflector. I did took my flash with me, but turned out that it was out of batteries. So it didn't work, unfortunately. So I really had to work with what I got, so just natural lights straight away. So for that location, I had Jillian to kind of always pose her face toward the light. And also I took a few shots of her that kind of light behind her, and you can see that, and there was, I wish I had a reflector. I really, like, reflector would be so great, or a flash to fill out the shadows on her face. I did kind of fix it a little bit in post, just because I like the portrait so much, because I like kind of the background around her and the pose. But yeah, it would be better with reflector or the flash. And then in the same garden, I had Jillian to change into different dress, the pink beautiful dress, and we go to the just different spot, just maybe a few meters next to that. So that spot has a kind of cool, beautiful tree that it has kind of the magenta pinkish hue to it, so it kind of really looked nice with Jillian's dress. And I took a few shots there. So you remember I talked about the clouds that kind of take away all the shadows. Well, the sun come in and I can actually see sometimes at certain shots that her shadows kind of, there's like spots of light on her face. So again, I didn't have flash or anything to kind of cancel it out. So I really had to work with her to kind of make sure that her face is nicely lit and she doesn't have like the weird spots. When I get the shot in post, I noticed that at the beginning she had the leaf attached to her heel, which wasn't so cool, so I had to remove it in the post. And if you want to see how I did that, I'll upload to my Instagram, so make sure to follow if you want to see that. Yeah, that's kind of conclude my outside photo shoot. It was really hot and very humid, so we kind of, after that, we just left. So that concludes the story behind the scenes from my photo shoot. I hope you liked it and I hope you got inspired. And the main idea is the great locations can be right there, right under your nose. Just open your eyes and really, whenever you're going or when you're passing through or you're driving somewhere, just have your eyes open and look around, and with the photographer's perspective. There's just great location hiding literally everywhere. And I believe I'm going to make a video about that very, very soon, about how to scout location and how to arrange and design a photo shoot appropriate for location to have a great looking images in the end. So subscribe if you want to see that, thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think. Let me know about your journey of your photo shoot, and do you have some awesome shots from your neighborhood? And I'll be excited to see if you will tag me on Instagram, Yuliana Photo. I'll be gladly to like it and comment. So yes, tag me if you want, and see you next time. Bye!